name is Rafael. I'm from Elyria, Ohio, and I play football, I play basketball, track, and soccer.
Okay, that's a lot of sports, man. So let's just jump right on it. First things first, tell us about your experience overall. Some of the things you like or enjoy. Just tell me about the overall experience for you.
It was fun, I got to meet a bunch of new people, so it was definitely a fun play challenge and experience, and definitely one for the books. The interaction with the coaches and other student athletes was amazing. This is a cool program because it may seem like you're gonna be on a Zoom call for 3 hours, but no, we get to do scavenger hunts and we exercise so that we're not just sitting down. It was definitely a great experience because you're not just sitting in front of a screen watching coaches talk. You're interacting with them and meeting new people. Finally, I'm just glad I came out on top.
Came out on top. I love the competitive energy. I like the closing quote there. Always competitive, and that's what we want to teach you guys. So tell me about one new thing you learned from this week's cohort, from this previous session. Just one thing that came out to you that really stood out, and that's going to stick with you for the rest of the summer and the next years and years coming up as you develop as a student athlete.
Um, I learned how to make my speech, like when I talk, make my speeches better, like so I don't say like a lot.
You
Yes.
so you've learned to have better communication and presentation skills, getting rid of filler words. I like that. That's very important as you develop and as you go and get older. When you get towards college and high school and things, you have to present more interviews, things like that, where you present yourself, your personal brand. That's really dope of you, man. I think that's a great asset and a skill. So what was your favorite activity or part of it overall? One thing that really stood out to you that made you go, this is why I come back every time. What was one memory or activity from this week that really made you excited or got the blood going?
Yeah, it was when we did the arguing either with the topic or against it. That was really fun to debate.
Oh, the debate activity. Yeah, that was pretty fun. That was intense. An interesting thing about that is, didn't you have to debate against your own sister who was also in the program? Tell me about that.
Yeah,
Can we get a little bit more on that?
I did. I can't. I lost that one. I lost. No, I won. I won the debate against her. So that was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, you both came out swinging. It was pretty cool. I mean, we had some technical difficulties at one point, and you quickly ran to go use her laptop, but you logged off and came back in and worked perfectly fine. That's pretty competitive, man. I mean, it's one thing to compete with someone, but to compete with someone in your own household for 3 days straight must have been intense. I mean, was it like a divided household? Was one side team Rosiah, other side team was Rafael? What was going through your mind as you went through this program this week and, just competing with your sister and everybody else?
I was just hoping to come out on top, win, get the most points I can, um, just win, and I did that. So
So, Miss Vanek, and how are you doing today? Good?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So I just want to get your thoughts from a parent's perspective. What do you think this program really brought the kids today, or what did they learn from it? Or you think they'll take away, some keynotes or things you noticed, the activities, things like that? What do you think really helped them to this week in general?
Well, kids, they definitely have fun. Like they love the program. Like they love signing on every day. The days they didn't sign on, they were like just waiting for the next day to sign on. When the program was over, they were actually kind of sad. They didn't want it to end. They said they felt like it was the last day of school.
worse than that, worse than that.
Oh, worse than that? Yeah.
Worse than the last day of school. Any additional thoughts from your perspective, things that we could work on or things that you thought was really good? Any life skills that you saw that you really thought was a great takeaway for the children?
Like I think it's a good program. Like I wouldn't change anything. The kids enjoyed it. The competition was good. It made it exciting in the household. Like when the program ended for the day, they both talked about like what they did for the day and their competition.
Okay,
Like it's a good program.
that's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that, your time, both.